man, on there, man. Let's move forward. The next matchup, man, previewing the Pels, the victorious Pels. Guess what? Got another one. This one, December the 22nd, a couple of days before Xmas, before Christmas. The Pelicans at home in the blender, 5-12 at home against the Dallas Mavericks, 11-18. They're 3-8 on the road. 7 p.m. tip-off time. I think this game is on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, DC. Yeah, it's a Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. It's a Monday game, huh? No, is it?
Yeah, it's Monday night, bro.
Yeah, Monday night. So we got this Monday night matchup. Cooper Flagg playing really good. The Mavericks doing their thing, man. Matter of fact, I think the Mavericks lost recently. They lost by 7 to Philly, in Philly. So they've been kind of up and down the last 5 games that they played. But the Pelicans 4-1 over the last 5. In that San Antonio game, we lost by 3. So they were competitive in that matchup. So they've really been playing well until they got over, blowing out the Portland team, taking down Chi-Town, going in overtime against Houston, beating the Pacers tonight. And of course, now we got a Dallas team. What we looking like in this one, man? I'm thinking we should be all right, bro. Here goes some of the stats right here. It's showing right now through the season, the Pelicans averaging 115 points per game. And a lot of these stats you could throw out be really important to want to see those stats that we've had like over the last 5 games, maybe even the last 7 games. I mean, that'll be totally different than what we're seeing because they're comprising all of the nasty games that we had prior to this, the streak going on. But, man, look at here, man. Let's dig into it, DC. This is a matchup with this team here. How do we get this victory? This is the third game? Yeah, third of the 4 matchups right here. We tied 1-1 with this squad right now. So how do we get the win against the Dallas Mavericks? Cooper Flagg playing really well. I'm gonna have to get their depth chart set up. How we get this dub, man?
Man, looking at what we've done to the Dallas Mavericks when we played them, man, I think it's really just gonna come down to, execution at the end of games. This is gonna be a game unlike tonight. Maybe closer to what we had in the night before with the Rockets. Maybe not us getting down by 25 points, but you have those moments, those pressure cooker moments, under 4 or 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, where you got to step up, man. You got to handle business. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. Jason Kidd is a good coach. Jason Kidd also is familiar with Borrego, and he does not take him lightly. As you heard him point out in the press conference, how scared he was when Willie was out sick that one time. And we ain't even had none of our damn starters. And Jason Kidd was like, yeah, I knew we was going to be in for a night, with James Borrego as a coach. He's an excellent basketball mind, this and that, da-da-da-da-da. So I think really it just comes down to us executing down the stretch, not making stupid turnovers, getting rebounds. Is Derek Lively back? Because that's something that could change the game tremendously. Do you have the interest?
Yeah, okay. The depth chart's up for Dallas right here. It's I see Kyrie is still out.
Lively's still out. Kyrie's still out.
Anthony Davis is good to go. They got Najee in there. You got D'Angelo Russell, who usually cooks the Pelicans. Max Christie, Klay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, who had a really solid game against the Pelicans. So they have a competent team and a good coach.
Max
so it's going to be some work.
Solid too, man. He's solid bench player. Right. You got D'Angelo Russell that gives us issues, and Klay Thompson, man. You just don't know what Klay.
You don't know what you're going to get with him, bro.
Sometimes Klay look like Golden State Klay for a game or two, and then he
go back to trash.
He's getting older, man. So he's a wild card. Daniel Gafford, always gives us problems, and they got Anthony Davis this time, so that's a new caveat for us, man. This is going to be a tough game, but I think we stay in there with them, and we bring this down to the wire, man, and it's going to go down to who can be the most disciplined and not make mistakes at the end of the game.
Yeah, Steph asking about whether or not she thinks we think that Zion will come off the bench against Dallas. More than likely, he probably
Yeah,
will.
I think
They're not going to change that.
they're gonna keep Zion off the bench because we forgetting about the whole injury thing, right? Everybody looking at like Zion, like he just got benched just because it was better for the team. Well, when Borregos explained it, he was saying him and Zion talked, and Zion has always had a problem with his minutes being broken up in these bursts and all of that, which I get it because we didn't see Zion be scorching hot and they sit him down because he's on a minutes restriction, right? Mm-hmm. So what they're doing is they're trying to save, which is why he played 23 minutes tonight. They're trying to make sure they have enough minutes for Zion to where he can be able to finish the game and be able to be out there long enough to where he's not like coming in into the last 4 minutes of the game cold. So in the fourth quarter, I think if we actually needed Zion and he's got it going and all of that, they'll just probably play him like at the 7 minute mark, 6 minute mark or something, just straight out to the end of the game. So I don't see that game plan changing with him coming off the bench until he's off minutes restriction. And y'all got to remember, Zion, we wasn't even supposed to be talking about Zion even playing until next year. Remember when you pointed out that Zion will come back after DeJounte Murray? It's because they said they had a 3-week timetable before he would be reevaluated. And you know when the Pelicans say 3 weeks, they count business days, weekends, holidays,
straight up, bro.
All that shit into their 3 weeks. If they 3 weeks ain't 21 days, it's like 26. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
for him to be back after 10 days, I mean, I get why he's coming off the bench. That's crazy. Zion obviously wanted to play. Maybe he was flexing for the first time in his career because we always say he should force him to make him play. He obviously went to Borregos. They put a game plan together, how he can come back early. And I think him coming off the bench and being used strategically and wisely is a part of that. So I don't see that changing with the Dallas game, the Cleveland game. Who we play after Cleveland? The Suns. I don't think it's going to change with them.
Double Suns.
Yeah, it probably ain't going to be till maybe the middle of January when they start thinking about that. I don't think it's performance-based. So if Zion go out and drop 30 again, I don't think that, we got to put him in the starting lineup. The only caveat I think that could change it is if Herb is hurt. Then I think maybe they think about it or probably do it.
Yeah,
I think he can play.
I mean, all I know is why wasn't this something that happened before? Why wasn't this thought brung before? And it's more credit, more credit that just needs to be given to the imagination of Coach Borrego and what is happening, because I don't remember a time where you had two $30+ million players coming off the bench for younger counterparts and just doing I mean, this is, to me, I mean, we thinking about it, but man, this could have saved the season. Having this because we know we've been looking at this for a long time. That's never been done before with Zion. Not just the bench thing, it's the fact that how they were able to get him back so fast and fit him into what they got going on. I mean, man, we ain't never seen this before. It's usually he sits and watch like me, you, and everybody else. He's sitting there watching the game. So, I mean, it's him getting back fast and then him accepting a role off the bench. Remember the previous guy, I won't say his name, but the previous guy pissed off the point guard, who's a $30 million point guard, had him staring him down. Why he ain't staring down Borrego? Because he respect Borrego. And that's something. So communication, strategy, a will to not only if they don't see your vision, but you're explaining it and they having faith in what you're doing and they'll just rock with you, even though they don't understand it in its totality, but they have faith in you and are going to just rock with you because you're convinced in your vision of what you can see the team could be. Of course, that's all the credit to James Borrego. That which in itself could have possibly saved the Pelicans season. So, when it comes down to it, when people talk about what flipped the season over, we know that a lot of the outsiders, they're not going to mention that. They're just going to talk about the players. But James Borrego, man, might have just saved the Pelicans season by making these slick adjustments, these very intelligent moves that got $30 million players coming off the bench and playing some, they playing really good almost starter minutes. Most of them playing starter minutes, 28, 25, 26, 27 minutes off the bench and helping the team win. So, I mean, it's just, I've never seen anything like this, man. And shout out to Borrego for breaking this stuff down. So, I mean, it's amazing, man.
Can't argue with results, can you?
No, sir, you cannot, man. These guys are doing a wonderful job.
If they're on a winning streak too, I don't think they think about changing it up at all. As long as they're winning,
that's right.
Even if Zion's minutes restriction gets pulled, but let's say they on like a 10-game winning streak, a 8-9 game winning streak or something, and I think they'll still ride it out till they lose. Like, why change up something that's working? It'll change due to performance base or naturally due to injury. As Herb got hit in the face tonight, and I can only think, obviously he don't have no fracture or nothing because he came in the game.
He came back
after that, and then they pulled him again and didn't let him play. It was kind of weird, man. But this is the type of shit that happened to us. But maybe he had a severe migraine. I don't know. I don't think you're gonna sit out for a black eye. Maybe he had a concussion. Let's hope it ain't that. But I don't know. It's just awkward with Herb, and then Borrego's didn't have any. He didn't have anything to say about it. It's just very weird.
Yeah, he did. He just mentioned that they should have an update tomorrow. But yeah, but that's a great point though, DC. The fact that he did come back into the game, and then ultimately they kind of set him down. For the rest of it, just maybe been cautionary. But
I mean, you could be right because it ain't like they needed him. Well, I mean, we was
exactly
up 15 points,
right?
And then most of the second half, so
But then that speak to the depth of the Pelicans team too, fam, because Herb Jones has been playing really well over the last couple of games. Herb been really handling business. Him and Sadiq Bey. Out there just playing defense and making shots for us and locking down people, stuff like that. And then when Herb has an issue or one of them have an issue and they can't play, Pelicans just pivot to somebody else to come in and give them some, minutes and help. Peavy was that guy. Peavy had 8 points in 15 minutes tonight. He came down, was playing some defense, knocked 2 3-pointers down. And just, the rookie came in, you need me? I'm going to go in there and make something shake. He came in there and helped him off the bench. So I'm just so impressed at how this team's playing. One guy goes down, next man in, let's make this work. So, I mean, it's really impressive. But I hope it's not nothing. We'll have an update tomorrow about that, what goes on with Herb, man. But fam, that depth is strong with the Pels. And shout out to DeAndre Jordan too, fam. DeAndre Jordan is fastly becoming one of my most favorite non-playing players on the Pelicans, bro.
What? Better than Garrett Temple?
Oh, way better than Garrett. DeAndre Jordan to me, dog, man, just love what he brings, man. I was like, man, can we just get rid of Collins and make DeAndre Jordan the coach? Because what the dude doing, man, is like you see him there, he's talking to Queen, he's talking to Fears, he's talking to Peavy, he's talking to people, period. And when they look down, he's talking to them. He got his arm around them. I mean, I just love what DeAndre Jordan is. He's not playing, but he's just so impactful from a positivity standpoint and a knowledge standpoint with these younger players, man. And it's just like you see him in there like a coach. Like he's up talking to them, like he, giving them game, during a timeout. And I'm like, man, just love what DeAndre Jordan is and what he's doing here with the Pelicans, man. You can never say enough about how he's helping our young players. That's really cool to me, man. I just really love that, man.
Most definitely, man. I think that's basically what he is, Q. He is a coach. They're just allowing him to make a lot more money than assistant coaches make by being on a player salary. And if we did have a rash of injuries, he could suit up. But that was probably one of the best signings they've made. They got Looney, I think, for that ability, right? Because we knew.
Yeah, he way.
I've been telling you, I'm like, man, Looney ain't going. Even with Willie Green, dumbass, like Looney ain't starting all year, man. He might start off as a starter, and then they're gonna change it. Yeah. And that's sure enough what happened. And I think DeAndre, when Looney got hurt, and they signed him to actually be in that same role, and then
DeAndre stepped ahead of him.
Derek Queen did what he did, man. No, Looney was hurt. That's when he got signed.
But Looney, let me throw this out here too, because if they had one player that would be affected by Willie Green's firing, it more than likely probably it would be Looney, because he's the last man on the bench, man. I mean, I guess you could say DeAndre is, but you really don't see too much of Looney. Even when Looney's healthy, I don't see how he fits what Borrego has going, what he got going on. So I think that, that could be, a point. And even though we don't see Looney as vocal as DeAndre is, we know Looney, I've seen him before in practice talking to the younger players, giving them game. This is a guy that has multiple championships on the team, him and Jordan Poole, bringing in that championship experience. So that's valuable. So, we appreciate that. But, you never know, man, having that depth down the line, how that's going to work out, man. But, yeah, DeAndre Jordan, man, it's just been really excellent. Not so much on Looney right now. His numbers is not all that. I don't see how he fits with what we got going on. But under whatever crap Willie Green had going on, he was trying to play him out there, but not under Borrego, brother.
Borrego finds stuff that work, and he stick with it, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what smart coaches do.
That's right.
So DeAndre, he got put in the role because Derek Queen took off, and I like the fact that he took him under his wing, man, and tried to make him the best that he could possibly make him with all the experience and everything he has. And it's almost like with Derek Queen, I think he's perfect. Because what was DeAndre Jordan, man? He was a dude that's gonna block some shots, play excellent defense, and gobble up rebounds. And you're gonna get some lobs and stuff, cleaning up and all that on the glass. And that's all the areas where like Derek Queen needs to work on tremendously, because his offensive game is phenomenal. But all those little things, setting picks and all, he can improve on all that. So I think he's like the perfect vet for Queen, man. And I think he tremendously helps Carlo too. I don't think it's a coincidence that we're seeing Carlo come in and being impactful, doing dirty work and doing all the little things on top of, his ability to have them flashy ass dunks and catch alleys and stuff. So he's been phenomenal, man. And if they're smart, they definitely would sign him as an assistant coach next year. Greg Monroe, your time might be on the clock, brother.
Yeah, man. DeAndre is a lot more credentialed than Brother Monroe, and he's from down here, man. He's from the West Bank. Jordan Cox over there. But yeah, it's very.
Cox, bro, I don't know what the hell Jordan Cox said.
That's on the opposite side, bro. That's on the down the street from Helen, bro.
Yeah, I told you, he be making up shit, bro. He made up a whole school right quick. Yeah, man.
All right, shout out to the fan. Appreciate y'all.
Imagination, I gotta give you that.
Man, shut up, man. I'm talking over here, man. All right, big ups to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit the sub button if you're not subbed. Like and share. Shout out to you.
Station on the other side of the highway over there. What you talking about? That damn school ain't even there no more.
They tore that shit down, dog. I passed over there about 6 months ago. Bro, it's gone. They just got like the gym. Is that the gym there? They got like a gym building piece there. I don't know. They supposed to be building something. They're building a brand new school there, brother. Sure. And when I was in middle school, bro, we used to play them boys, man. It was actually pretty good. All right. So anyway, big ups to y'all. Appreciate y'all for being in this joint. Yes, indeed. Tasha, stop laughing so much, Tasha. It ain't that funny. All right. Shout out to Vaughn. Vaughn says DeAndre Jordan is all Udonis Haslem. Yes, indeed, brother. That's a good breakdown right there, man. All right. So yeah, we are rolling, man. So let me see. It's 45% on the matchup indicator says that the Pelicans lose the game to Jason Kidd's Mavericks. Let's make a call on that, man, right now. Pels get the win. We improve with 5 straight wins. I say yes. What do you say, DC?
I'm gonna step out on a limb, and it's a tough game, man. But I think they get the win.
Dude, always talking about stepping out on a limb. What do you mean stepping out on a limb? You're not stepping out on a limb because you're picking the Pelicans, who are red hot right now.
The matchup indicator say different, Q.
Yeah, but still in all, bro, the matchup indicator hasn't been right all the time, bro.
So are the Mavericks not hot right now either?
The Mavericks lost. They lost tonight, bro. They lost tonight to the Sixers.
Okay.
So they'll be coming in here mad, trying to get a win.
I'm stepping out on a limb because Anthony Davis be roasting our ass every time he plays. So
okay.
That's when I saw that. I at first I had my chest out and I'm like, "Hey, we're gonna beat Dallas," and I'm like, "Wait, damn, AD not injured."
I know how to tell DC, man. Step out on a limb when we play OKC. This dude, I'm gonna step out on the limb.
OKC
saying that stuff. He's saying that stuff to make his pick sound like it's deeper than what it is, man. Cut it out.
If I say we gonna beat OKC, man, y'all got to put me in the insane asylum. Though, who believe that shit?
Nah, you just had some.
That ain't stepping out on a limb. You stepping out in the middle of the ocean.
Curry or something.
You stepping out in the middle of the ocean with sharks circling with no life vest, and you don't know how to swim. That's saying that.
Okay, you're blabbing a lot, but what's the call? Are they gonna win or not?
Well, I was trying to say it, but you ain't like how I stepped out on the limb.
I called your ass out on that. That's right. I called you out.
There ain't nothing to call me out on, brother.
I just called you out on your flim flam and you're walking a line, brother. You ain't walking out on a limb. Call and say the Pelicans.
Flim flamming because I'm a consistent limb.
Exactly, Knoxville and this dude always limb stepping.
If I'm a consistent limb stepper, that ain't. Did they snap when I stepped on them? I might just be good at stepping on limbs.
Good at straddling the fence is what you are. Make the call.
Straddling the fence because I'm gonna pick a side.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was saying, I think we're gonna win. Due to us having the momentum. And my consistent limb stepping during this winning streak has been working. So I'm gonna continue to step on that shit. And I think we're gonna win, man. Anthony Davis, I think, and Cooper Flagg are probably gonna give us a run for our money. They're gonna have good nights because I'm not sure if Herb gonna play. If Herb plays, we might be able to keep Coop under control, but I don't really think we have an answer for AD unless he, slip and fall or something. He fragile as hell, always getting banged up. But I don't really think we got an answer for AD.
I know he said a lot of nothing, right?
Yeah, I'm saying as I was saying because I was trying to say it. And he didn't want to let me say it while I was saying it when I was saying it.
I'm making up shit.
Let me say it how I say it when I'm saying it.
I'll be making up shit. Okay, all right, I got you.
Actually, I ain't make up. It was just a run-on sentence. I ain't make up nothing.
You just made up that bullshit you just said.
I ain't make up no words in schools and shit.
Limb stepping ass.
Yeah. That's my charge. My charge is
you're a limb stepper, a perpetual limb stepper.
Limb stepper. That's my charge.
You're a perpetual limb stepper. I think I'm gonna step out on a limb on this one. What? They on a 4-game winning streak. What you have apprehensions of? What's your anxiety about? And then you say Anthony Davis, right?
We're on a 4-game winning streak, but if I want to compare it to a tree, that shit like a 6-month-old tree, man. That's some thin ass limbs, brother. Yeah, I got a little anxiety stepping out on it, man.
Okay, so your apprehension is. Let me ask you.
Do you realize in the last 6 years, you could count on one of your hands the times that we've probably won 5 games in a row? You realize that?
I know DC in the history.
This is a limb to step out on if y'all don't know it.
I'm just saying, man, it's been a while since we've seen them play like this. It's also been a while since we've seen them this healthy.
No doubt.
Have this amount of organization, have this type of strategist at the top of the helm. Like I said, man, do not let it get stuck or lost tonight on all the positive things that we've done. That James Borrego outdueled one of the winningest coaches, one of the top coaches in the NBA, and Rick Carlisle. Mm-hmm. He outdueled him tonight. He out strategized the man.
They got 6 wins on the year, Q.
It's still Rick Carlisle though.
Don't you ain't gotta fluff it up like that.
I'm not fluffing it up. I'm saying that's Rick Carlisle over there, bro. That's Rick Carlisle. He still can coach. He still can galvanize his team. He can still kind of get them motivated to try to win. There was a stretch where they were making a run, and then Borrego made his adjustments and stopped it. So like I said, he out-strategized the man is what I'm saying. That's still Rick Carlisle over there. So you got J Kidd, you got Borrego, and remember, and you sit up here apprehensive in all this, but remember what Jason Kidd told them about Borrego when he found out he was coaching and Willie was sick? Tell the people what he said, DC.
He said, he's in for a tough game tonight, man, because James Borrego is a hell of a coach. He ain't never say no shit like that about Willie Green.
Nobody's never saying nothing. The only person telling Willie that is his wife. Nobody telling nothing saying that about Willie Green.
Actually, I think if his wife told him that, he probably would win more games.
Okay. All right. So
I'm not sure if he was hearing that from anybody, including at home.
Habitual lip stepper. Yeah, this is what it is.
I take my lick. I take my player charge.
So this is the thing. So like I said, man, I'm going to call it. I say that the Pelicans win. I think they're in love with the winning philosophy. I pray that Herb Jones will be healthy. But if Herb can't go, you'll see Peavy. Hell, you might see another guy. We might see your boy activated for the matchup. Bryce McGowan's might get an opportunity to play some minutes. So like I'm saying, man, all of the missing time, the starters were out, man, that developed. A lot of these guys got their games right. Got guys like Sadiq Bey, got him back into it. Bryce McGowan's the rookie.
What about Yves Misi? You think he sees minutes due to AD and Gafford?
Bro,
they might go double bigs on us, man. They could put a double big lineup out there.
Who they gonna double big us with? Lively is hurt. Lively hurt. AD and Gafford. AD and Gafford.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't know how long you would see it because I think that's the only 2 real bigs, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a possibility.
I'm just thinking like how I would be thinking if I was playing us. I know at times we could have problems, rebounding against teams that have the height advantage. They got Najee Marshall, who's like 6'8", playing shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Flagg 6'9". PJ Washington like 6'10", 6'9". AD, then you got Daniel Gafford. They still got the white power. Like they got the height advantage, man.
Yeah. They got height, but we got height too. You got Yves. Yves is a 6'11", 7-footer. You got Carlo Mekovic. He's a guy that's 6'11", runs the floor really well. I mean, he had more minutes than Yves tonight. But, like Borrego would make the choice and decide. But, yeah, we got height, too. We got guys. They got guys. We got guys, too. So, I mean, we got a 6'10" wing player that shoots your damn lights out. So, I mean, DC, we got height.
I'm not saying we don't. I'm just saying they got the advantage when it comes to that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see.
What I would think they would look to exploit because Jason Kidd, he ain't a dumb coach.
Nah, Jason Kidd's very intelligent.
They're gonna try to kill us on the board, man. So we got to overcome that.
I still feel really confident in James Borrego and his strategy. Like he said, he gonna give his guys rest and then get them ready for the Mavericks.
Hoffa said we make up for our lack of rebounding by not turning the ball over. Excellent point, man. And that's what we do. We were able to win that Houston game like that, but you can't expect to get they had 17 steals. If we get murdered on the boards a night.
But that's a part of that. They're just turning into. I mean, Hoffa, that's a great point, bro. But all that does is displace the fact it plays out, showing you that the Pelicans are becoming more fundamental, isn't it? It's showing you that they're rebounding better. They're showing you that they're hitting the free throws. A lot of the fundamental stuff that you need to build on to win games. Pelicans are doing that now. They're doing that. And they're doing it as a team, and you can see how it looks, man. So yeah, they're doing it. So I look at it like it being a test, man. Another test like the Houston game.
The other thing too, man, to think about is Derek Queen. Derek Queen and Cooper Flagg played on the same goddamn team in high school.
Yeah, they was buddies, man. Yeah.
They familiar with each other. So, both of them might have a little inside basketball. We might have something for him, and they might come with something to go at Queen with. So that'd be an interesting matchup to look at.
Yeah, that will be something good to look at, DC. I mean, man, those two phenomenal rookies, man, going head to head, man. So we're going to see how it looks, man. It's Monday, 7 p.m. tip-off time in the Smoothie King Center. The Pelicans feeling really comfortable in the Smoothie King Center. That's why I like it, too, as well. It's a little different if Dallas is in their building. They got a little bit more run in them. But you're in the Smoothie King Center, and it just seems like the family is coming out to the games now. They're getting packed. The energy, and the Pelicans are feeding off that hometown energy, man, and it's really helping galvanize the team, and it's really showing. Like we're saying, they only have 7 wins, 7-22, but 5 of those are in the Smoothie King Center. So they've made the Smoothie King Center a home in essence, where they can kind of do what they need to do, and they have been defending home turf, the last few games. So I expect them to do it as well again. It's not a juggernaut. Dallas is not a juggernaut. If we did what we do against the last 4 teams, we'll beat the Dallas Mavericks. Let's just keep it funky.
Oh, and if Trey Murphy can continue his hot stretch as well, man. I ain't mentioned a lot about him tonight, but man, he's been playing amazing, bro. Trey Murphy is on par to have a 50, 40, 90 season, bro.
That's phenomenal, man.
Yeah,
so many great points.
That's rarefied air, man.
Yeah, that's so many great points to kind of look at with this team as they moving forward, man. It's about damn time. I want to
mention that before we get out of here. And they showed this tonight too during the game, man. They had a graphic come up, and Trey is shooting like damn near 70% the last 7 games, man, in the paint. Remember, I brought it up, and I got to keep saying it, man, because it's like, damn, soon as we called him out, bro, it's like a light switch with him. I'm like, man, Trey be forgetting he's 6'9", bro. He forget, man. He been in there doing push shots and little fadeaway middies and just attacking the rim, all the layup packages I didn't think he had. Just phenomenal, man. True 3-level scorer at this point now.
Yeah, he in his bag big time.
I think he 4-level score because he can hit that so-called 4-point shot whenever they need to add that, bro. That'd be dope. Add that 4-point shot to the league.
Yeah, that'll kind of make it really.
But it's gonna mess up the records though, so I know they probably leery about it.
Yeah, they got the stat the last 10 games for Trey Murphy. Of course, he played in the last 10, 8 games. They got it listed. 36 minutes a game. 57% shooting from the field, 35% from downtown, 86 from the foul line, 7 rebounds, a steal and a half, 24 points a game over the last 8 games.
Silent assassin, bro.
24, 6, 4 assists, 4.4, 6.6 rebounds, and 35% from downtown, 57 from the field, 24 points a game from Trey Murphy.
It'd be tripping me out. Like even tonight, man, look at Trey had 17 points on 8 shots.
Yeah.
Trey be having like 27, 28, it'd be 14 shots. Like, bro, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
To be that consistent, you know what I'm saying? Like you got him and Zion kind of have that in common, bro. So you got everybody else cooking. The Pels can be a very hard team to beat, man, if they can continue to build their confidence, play like this, and figure out just how everybody works with each other. And the unselfishness I saw tonight was phenomenal. So if they continue to be that way, man, we could really be building something.
DC also,
this is a flash in the pan, but I think it's really totally different this time.
This is who they are. This is that because they're actually building a streak. They never won this many games playing like this in terms of what we've seen recently. Like in the way they've been doing it, because you can see they have an identity now that they're believing in to the point where they're winning behind. But also tonight, let me say this before we leave, that this was a physical game. The referees were allowing them to play. And y'all know from past time watching the Pelicans, they have a reputation for being soft. You just rough the Pelicans up and they fold. Look what happened tonight. They weren't getting much of the whistles either. They were letting them play, but the physicality of the Pelicans, they did not back down against the Pacers. They were in there getting gritty with them, fighting with them, and they ultimately held the win and took care of business. So even that little stink moniker is now evaporating now that we are the Pelicans' toughness is here. We're seeing the grittiness against the Pacers, man, because they were trying to, they were getting a little physical with the Pelicans. So that's dying down as well. So putting on that New Orleans blue collar hat, man, that's what we need to do. Go ahead, DC, close out.
Man, that's crazy that you bring that up because that's one of the biggest things I think I see about this team. It's classy. They're not too rowdy, but we got two rookies that ain't scared of shit. So for that standpoint, I think that just kind of like locks in with everybody else. So you got Fears, who is his number and his name, Zero Fears. He ain't scared of nothing. We already know Jose, he knows that guy. And then you got it in Derek Queen as well. So it's like that mentality it's got to filter through the rest of the team. You can't have two of your rookies be your two toughest guys on the team, right?
That's correct, man. And
Borrego's is, he a coach, man. Like I said, he got some nuts. So we ain't got no pushover ass coach no more. He out there cussing them referees out. We get 34 free throws and all that. Borrego be on their ass.
Yeah.
He don't sit on the sideline with his hands folded and not saying nothing. He be on.
Now he be standing up the majority of the time, especially when he see the game slipping. You can see his face. He's up pointing and yelling and telling them what to do as opposed to twisting his hand in a circle and telling them go faster. I mean, there's actual direction and strategy going on. Timeouts being called at moments of the game before the game slip, and then switching lineups up to kind of detour whatever the momentum that team is doing. We've seen it happen several times in the game. Jedi Kana, shout out to you, brother, says one thing y'all forgot to mention was Queen and Trey scored multiple 3-pointers in the fourth quarter before Huff scored in the last second. Shout out to you for that, brother. Yes, a lot of positive stuff to talk about, with the Pelicans. And I'm pretty sure we're missing a few more points here or there because there's so many things to touch on, man. It's a lot going on that's positive.
But we ain't talk about, Willie, they interviewed him and he was in the article.
No, DC, we're not going to talk about Willie Green.
You didn't like it?
No, we're not going to. Shout out to Willie Green for doing what he's doing in the community.
That was good. I mean, we know he's a good dude.
Oh, you talking about what he said about the team? Go ahead and touch on it, bro. If you want to touch on it, I'll pull up the article.
Willie Green said they asked him how he felt. He said a lot of stuff. I ain't getting into all that shit. But he said he felt like he needed more time. I bust all that.
Oh, boy, you go ahead.
He felt like he needed more time with this group. Say what?
I'm about to say something, boy.
You had 5 fucking years, man. No, was it 5 or was it 4? It's 4 years, right? This was the 5th year.
This was the 5th year. You had all the time in the world, dog. Cut it out, bro.
He just needed a little more time.
Or if you don't get the,
so we can see the same shit we've been seeing. Man, Willie crazy, man. Willie ain't a bad dude at all. He ain't delusional, man.
Man, crazy, man. Yeah, he completely. That's all right though, Willie. You completely out of your top. If you think
I'm gonna bless him for that community work, bro. So hopefully he gets some of his sense back.
Yeah, here go the article right here from Manscaped. Former Pelicans coach Willie Green finally still pouring to New Orleans community. There was also an article that talked about him and what DC made mention of him. He also talked about him getting fired. He mentioned that David Griffin attempted to fire him and all this kind of stuff. He talked about fired.
After that playoff performance, he should have been out of here, man.
Yeah, he shouldn't have threw no shade at no David Griffin, because if it wasn't for David Griffin, he would never have become a head coach. Nobody would have hired this guy. Nobody but the Pelicans, because they were looking for somebody cheap who would accept somebody else's staff. Let's just be honest. Willie wasn't the right guy. And as obviously he wasn't, we knew that the better guy was his assistant coach when he brought Borrego in here. And you can see it. The guy knows how to coach. He knows basketball. Not saying Willie doesn't, but there's levels to this. Borrego is a strategist. Willie Green is not. Borrego knows how to draw plays. Willie Green does not. Borrego knows he has a way to motivate his players and explain the game to the point where he can explain it to novice and casuals. Willie Green can't do that. So it's levels to this, and Willie Green had his shot. He had 5.5 years, or 4.5 years, whatever it was, 4.25, to do something with a team. He lived his dream as a head coach, and now you can get going. We good. I mean, thank you for what you did do. Now let's move on, brother. Go continue to do your service work to the community. Thank you, sir, for your time here and what you're doing in the community. Now let's see how the team moves in a direction where we're competitive, where the team is respected and we consistently putting something together. Just keeping it real, man. We've seen enough of you. You didn't know what you was doing, my brother. At the end, the bottom fell out, and you got to know when to call it. You exhausted everything. The guy literally ran out of words on press conferences and began to repeat himself to the point where people did not want to hear what he had to say because he didn't have any in-depth knowledge. That's not the case with Borrego. It's like at points where Borrego would explain the game, know what they did. They'll ask questions. He'll speak to the exact moment and tell you what he was trying to do. He'll break it down, explain, I was looking to do this. I was kind of experimenting with this lineup. We wanted to see what such and such wanted to do. But as you can see, he then seen a bad lineup and then switched back out of it, adjusted to somebody else. And he did that throughout this game because Pacers made runs in this game. When they had, what's his name? What's the backup point guard name, DC? For the little fire. McConnell. Yeah.
They be saying he's like, they say he like Jose on the commentary, man. I'm like, man, Jose like him. TJ been doing it, and he better.
Yeah, McConnell is awesome, man. He's awesome. He works well if you have Halliburton out there because you have Halliburton doing this thing in the starting lineup, and McConnell comes in off the floor.
He turned the game, man.
He almost single-handedly did it.
Made a run,
Yes, it did. And guess who stopped it? Guess who called timeouts, put in lineups, and stopped them from trying to catch that lead and having a late game steal? Guess who was 0-24 in clutch time moments? Because he didn't have strategy to know you need a little bit more time. No, you had enough time, my brother. I'm surprised you got as much time as you got, to be honest with you. So anyway, shout out to Willie Green. Thank you for what you did do, my brother. Now sit back and watch the Pelicans play. Sit back and watch this winning streak. Sit back and watch this team climb. Sit back and watch these fantastic rookies. Sit back and watch these players. Sit back and watch Zion and Poole off the bench. Sit back and enjoy the basketball, brother. That's what you can do right now for us. So anyway, with that being said, man, listen, we're going to cut out on that because I just got pissed off right quick because Willie Green talking all this crazy stuff. But in the end, he's gone and we are winning. So with that being said, fam, DC, you got a last word to say? You gonna play you gonna say a last word or two before we go, or what you got, brother?
Your debate Torres, go Pelicans. That's all I got to say, man.
That's all you got, brother. You ain't got nothing smart to say. You ain't got no other crazy words. Debatatoria, all this kind of craziness that you made up.
Like that one crazy at all. It's pretty spot on for you.
Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one. Much love, peace. Go Pelicans.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelicans, fly Pelicans, fly Pelicans. And I tell them that. Fly down, Pelicans forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's something, don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumpin' where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelicans, fly Pelicans, fly Pelicans. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never. Say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die. I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
Hey, New Orleans! Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the Riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with thehootitdaily.com. Your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or just relaxing by the Mississippi, wherever life takes you in the Big Easy, you can stay connected. Because when you're from New Orleans, you don't just live here. You stay in the NO. That's stay in the know. Visit thehootdatdaily.com and never miss what matters most to Who Dat Nation.
Welcome to the Pro Shop, where we create authentic NOLA-inspired clothing for men, women, and children. From Saints jerseys to Pelicans gear, everything's crafted right here in New Orleans. Whether you're shopping the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Pro Shop Kids, we've got your whole family covered with genuine merchandise that represents our city's spirit. Check for links in the